opportunity to win in Waco 3 weeks ago. Let's see if they'll turn the tables tonight on the highly ranked Baylor Bears.
Well, very important for the Longhorns to win a game at home because of their remaining 5 games, 3 of them are against top 25 teams.
And the opening tip goes to the Longhorns. Here comes Carla Cotillo. Being guarded by Tisdale. Texas in their home white. They all wore pink for warm-ups, but it's now the regular uniforms. A fight for the rebound, and Wilson snares it for Baylor, and here comes the spark plug, Angela Tisdale.
Angela Tisdale, she is one of the best point guards in the country, and I think that is brilliant. Trap her and get the ball out of her hand. Defense, the Longhorns, and then when Tisdale has the ball in the wing, they can run somebody at her if it's a non-shooter.
Baylor goes inside early, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it will go the way of Texas. The crowd on their feet until Texas makes that first hoop.
The only 2 players, including Brittany Raven, only 2 on this team that are in double figures in scoring for the Longhorns. That's Raven and Ashley Lindsay, the most improved player I think I've seen in the conference this year.
And a block, Ashley Lindsay. There she is, Nancy. I know you gave her a little coaching today at the shoot-around. She seems a bit fired up tonight.
No, she's just a good player and a nice person. She had her career-high 20 points the last time these 2 teams played. Williams
from three-point range won't go, and there's Lindsay trying to get the rebound, and it stays with Texas.
Baylor's pretty good because they can switch everything player to player on the perimeter or underneath because they're pretty much all undersized.
Not a deep basketball team, Baylor, especially with the injury to Jasmine Player out for the season with the torn ACL. Up and under, and the turnover.
Boy, what a game these 2 guys had 2 weeks ago in Waco, where Baylor won on a 3-point shot by Angela Tisdale, and then it was a turnover at the end. Texas didn't even get a shot off. 61-60, Baylor won.
Tisdale moving around the double team, comes up short on the shot. And another travel. That's 2 quick turnovers for Texas. Remember, they had 26 in the loss to Baylor just 3 weeks ago.
Okay, turnovers. There's good turnovers and bad turnovers. One like that by Brittany Raven is not a bad turnover because she was attacking the rim and Baylor didn't get the ball and be able to score points off a turnover. They get a possession out of it.
And you want to be aggressive, especially against Baylor, who really forces the issue, and they'll keep the basketball.
Great point guards in our game. Went to 4 Final Fours. Can sit down with Angela Tisdale, the senior, and say, okay, kid, this is what you have to do.
And a quick foul. That goes against Bailey of Texas. First foul of the night.
Bailey has to step up. She's the defensive lockdown player on the perimeter. She's got to be able to stop Griffith before she gets the basketball.
Pretty shot by Griffin. Gives Baylor the 2-0 lead. Cotillo, she likes to make things happen. Penetrate and dish. Texas a little tight here early on.
But that's a factor of youth. You have to play through some of their energy and some of their mistakes.
Again, swatted away by Ashley Lindsay. On the break. Lindsay can't get the bounce. There's Raven with a left hand, won't go. Some good looks.
You know, both these teams look a little bit tight right now. Texas coming off a 3-game losing streak. Baylor coming off the win that they had against A&M. And, you know, they aren't deep, and they did lose Jasmine Player for the year. She's going to have ACL surgery next week.
Wilson backing in. Up and under. That shot was... This is an important game for her.
Very important. Every game for her as a senior. Lone senior. Same thing with Bailey right there with the steal.
Bailey gets the swat on the arm by Kelly Griffin. She will shoot 2.
Watch how Bailey, watch as she reads the eye. She doesn't go to the player. She shortens the angle, goes to the ball. When you get the ball one-on-one, you go right to the rack.
Erneisha, 2 shots.
Again, Texas has yet to make a field goal. They're 0 for 5, and Bailey finally gets them on the board. Alyssa Jones now back in for Griffin. Jones is the freshman who is now in the starting lineup because Jasmine players you mentioned out for the season.
Yeah, that's really a blow in terms of depth for Kim Mulkey's basketball team. But when you look at it, you know what? Players want to play. Starters want to play their 35, 40 minutes. So if you've got solid starters, you're going to be okay.
Lindsay gets deservedly so. A remarkable job that she has done in Waco. And when you look at the facilities, Nancy, I was there last week. They are the locker room for the ladies is unbelievable.
Well, everything about what they're doing in Waco is fabulous with the resurrection of the men's team. But the thing that I really like about Kim Mulkey's extension, she took a lot of that money and she said, I want better facilities. I want better locker rooms. I want to send some of this money towards volleyball. We need better training facilities, kind of like what Marcia Sharp did when she got her big contract at Texas Tech and gave money to the Student Center for Academics. I like when people give back.
That's exactly what Kim has done. Here's Bailey with the strip and the lay-in. That gets the crowd into it now as Texas ties it up.
When you steal the ball on the perimeter, you're stealing to score. When you steal it below, you're stealing for possession. Nice job by Bailey.
Her first shot of the night. Texas comes out aggressive.
Hey, shots might not fall. You might turn it over every now and again, but if you can play hard and you can play with energy, that...
So both teams in a hard-fought defensive battle. We knew it would be that kind of game. That's the way it was 3 weeks ago. Bailey on the break for the Longhorns. Has been making the talk show circuit. Was on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno the other night.
I would have liked to see him.
It was interesting.
Hey, Bobby's a great guy. I've known him since I was about 19 years old, and if anything, he's a man of consistency and never ever got in trouble with his kids academically. He did the right thing.
And a foul goes against Cortijo.
Texas now coach to number 3, Paula Cortijo. That is her first.
Cortijo, a young lady from Puerto Rico who thought about transferring over the summer to St. John's because her family lives in the New York area. And after going home and thinking about it, she called back to Texas and said, would you take me back? And they did. Gladly.
Pull up and pass, but I want to go back to what you were saying about Cortijo. She is the pure point guard of this basketball team. I firmly believe how she plays is how Texas will play their success if they make it to the tournament. The last 6 games, she has averaged about 5 turnovers a game.
Inside it goes. Boy, what a terrific play there by Rachel Allison. Showing some strength inside. Count it. Chance for a 3-point play.
Kim Mulkey has said over the years that if Allison were 6'4", this kid would be an All-American. Well, you know what? She is now getting some national exposure. She was recently named to the Naismith list. She is just one of the glues that you must have on your team.
So Baylor with a 2-point lead. Both teams struggling from the field. Texas only 1 of 7. Baylor now 2 of 8 from the field.
But it's not surprised that Baylor holds their opponents to low shooting percentages as there's a...
We've seen pretty much the 7 players who will play today for Baylor, unless something crazy happens.
Well, they did ask about your status.
Reason, do they have enough? I think they do.
I do. I think that if you can have 8 solid players, you have a great rotation in the post. You've got maybe 1 or 2 on the perimeter. I think that you're fine. And, you know, Brittany Raven, she is one of the players that Coach Gestencourt had a meeting with. She said to her young players, she sat down with Cortijo. She sat down with Bailey and said, look, this is what I need from you guys so we can be successful.
And the strip by